TxDOT says the bridge rail at the scene of last week's deadly bus crash performed as designed. The agency shared results of a preliminary report today. This report shows that the rail met standards when it was built in 1970. But TxDOT admits that the bridge rail does not meet today's improved standards. Channel 2 investigates found similar rails across the Houston area in the very same condition. Investigator Jace Larson revealing where some of them are and why better ones could be years away.
Our hearts broke as Mom Melody Johnson talked about her 17-year-old daughter.
She was a mama's baby and a daddy's girl.
Maria was one of two students killed last week in this school bus accident. Investigators have pledged to continue reviewing everything, including the bridge rail.
I have a concern when you have a railing that's designed to a standard that's half a century old.
Attorney Rob Ammons represented the families of another tragic Texas bus crash. 17 church members from Houston died in 2008 when a tour bus flew through a bridge railing in Sherman, Texas. NTSB records show that the bridge rail's 1950s design did not meet standards in effect at the time of the crash.
The design of the railing did contribute to the bus leaving the bridge, and that perhaps a better designed railing could have prevented or maybe deflected the bus.
The bridge railing at 610 and Telephone Road doesn't meet current standards either. Nor does this bridge railing on the Gulf Freeway at Broadway, or this one on the Gulf Freeway at Woodridge. Here's another example, this one on the East Freeway at Federal. Channel 2 investigates found at least 415 bridge railings all across the Houston area that are not up to today's standards. Why can't bridge railings be updated to meet current standards?
You just can't replace every bridge, so you go on as long as they are deemed safe, and this one was deemed safe.
U.S. Representative Blake Farenthold is a member of the Transportation Committee. Are guardrails that don't meet the current standards as good as the guardrails or bridge rails that do?
Obviously not. You constantly see technological improvements in highway manufacturing.
Bringing every bridge rail up to current standards is cost prohibitive. Today's standards require bridges to contain and redirect one small car or a pickup truck back onto the roadway in a crash. When the 610 Loop Overpass Bridge was built in 1970, tests were done with a car from the 1960s.
Our current vehicles today are taller, they're heavier.
Bridge rail expert William Williams doesn't know of a single bridge rail test ever done with a school bus. Experts have created a bridge rail strong enough to stop an 18-wheeler, though. TxDOT has installed those bridge rails along the Gulf Freeway at the Beltway, for example, but they're not along the stretch of the South Loop where the bus accident happened. Should parents be concerned about this? I mean, should they worry what could happen to their kid tomorrow on these bridge rails that don't meet current standards?
You don't see these sorts of accidents every day. Unfortunately, I think this was just a terrible fluke, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't investigate.
Late today, TxDOT told me that they are looking at this bus crash to see if changes are now needed in bridge rails all across the Houston area.
Jace, we know you found many of these rails that don't meet standards right there along 290, the Northwest Freeway, which is under construction. So is one to assume that the state is now addressing that?
Yeah, that's exactly right. You know, it's that construction area that if you have to go on 290, you know exactly what we're talking about. Well, the state is now replacing those older rails with today's newer technology. So that area will not be a concern anymore.
That's a good report, especially finding that old video that shows those crash tests. Pretty impressive.
You can see how things have changed.
You bet.
Thank you
very much.